In this video, I'm going to teach you how to feel superior to everyone around you. And this might sound kind of like a bad thing, like some sort of egotistical or narcissistic sense of superiority. But that's not actually what we're talking about. Really, what we're talking about is confidence. So, for example, think about if you go see a doctor. Imagine if that doctor felt inferior to you, like he gave you a diagnosis, but he was unsure of himself and afraid that he was wrong, or afraid that you would have superior knowledge to him, and he was kind of nervous and reacting to what he perceived to be your judgment, which showed through in his nervous body language, his inability to make eye contact with you, and just a general strange feeling that you got from him. Would you trust that doctor? If it was a good doctor, he should have an innate sense of superiority when it comes to medical expertise, which he gained through many years of study and training and experience helping other patients and healing people, to give him a sort of aura of confidence. But he's not using this sense of superiority to try to put you down or to make you feel stupid or inferior. He's using it to help you and to heal you. And it shows through in his calm sense of confidence in what he's doing and how he's at ease dealing with patients and dealing with all the pressure involved in being responsible for people's health and people's lives. So this kind of confidence comes from his innate feeling of superiority in that realm, which he built up over time through experience. And this is just one specific example, but it's the same when it comes to feeling confident in any environment or situation, or being confident with girls, or just being confident in life in general. So just like with the doctor, if you go into any environment and you feel inferior to the people there, it's going to show through in your body language and behavior, and it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy where people will react to the way that you are presenting yourself, and then all the things that you're afraid that they are going to think about you, your behavior is going to cause them to actually think these kinds of things. And it's the same with girls, where if you feel inferior to what you unconsciously perceive to be her overall social world and the kind of guys who she normally might date and stuff like that, then when you interact with her, you'll be reacting to this feeling of inferiority in one way or another. And then the way that you come across will communicate to her unconscious mind that you are in fact inferior, and she will not be attracted to you because of that. And we're not going to go too much into sexual attraction right now, but it is totally connected to this. And basically the reason for all of these things is because of an innate feeling of inferiority. So to change this, you basically need to flip this into a feeling of being superior. This is really what building confidence is all about. Basically, there are two underlying states of consciousness that we are always in any situation. Either you feel that you are within the judgmental eyes and the judgmental perspectives of other people, and you feel that you are within their world and inferior to them, or you feel that they are within your world where you are looking through your own eyes and from your own perspective, where you are unaffected by the judgment of other people, so that you can be free and comfortable to express yourself and your opinions and just be yourself. This is what confidence is. And when you feel this way, then if you go into the same kind of places or situations that we were just talking about, it will likewise be a self-fulfilling prophecy where people will think, like, why is this person so confident? And assume that you have some sort of status or something backing it up, and they will respond to you in a much more positive way. But really, what they're responding to is your own innate feeling of superiority. And this affects everything, including girls, like we were just talking about, and the way that you feel in different kinds of situations. And it even goes right down to the deepest layers of psychology. Basically, it affects absolutely every aspect of your life. But you can't fake this kind of feeling of confidence. It has to be built up inside of you through experience and struggle and pain, and it's something that takes time. It's just like how there's no magic pill or trick of the mind that's going to convince you that you are a doctor and then all of a sudden you're going to have the kind of knowledge and experience necessary to give you that confidence in the realm of medicine, like we were just talking about. And when it comes to building confidence in life in general, it's exactly the same. There's no easy magic pill method. But then how to actually do it? Well, the full in-depth answer goes beyond what I can fit in this short video. But for now, the short answer is basically that it's a lot like working out. So for example, if you lift weights, there is a physical force from gravity pulling down on the mass of the weights. So in order to lift the weight, you have to exert a muscular force to push against that. And when you repeat this and keep pushing yourself to increase the weight over time, then what happens is that there's a breakdown and rebuilding of your muscles on a cellular level to make them stronger and able to exert a greater and greater physical force. So by pushing against the physical resistance of the weights, you get stronger and stronger over time. And in the same way, when it comes to building confidence, basically what you have to do is face pressure in different kinds of situations, but instead of physical pressure, you are facing psychological pressure, which comes as a result of what you perceive to be the possible negative judgments and opinions of other people. And when you intentionally face this kind of pressure, just like with lifting weights, you have to exert a sort of counterbalancing force from inside of yourself to push back against this pressure. And if you keep repeating this and keep pushing yourself to increase the amount of pressure that you face, then there is likewise a breakdown and rebuilding of the emotional system that takes place on a cellular level. Or in other words, there are actual physiological stress adaptations that take place inside of you to build up inner strength and the ability to handle more and more pressure without being so affected by it. And the result of going through this kind of process is increased confidence and magnetism and sexual charisma and all these kinds of things that all result from a feeling of superiority to the social world around you wherever you go. And that's basically what this channel is all about. And we'll talk more specifically about all these different aspects in future videos. But the point for now is that it is possible to go through this kind of transformation and to build up this kind of feeling of superiority. But I'm not going to lie and tell you that it's easy and that all you need is some little trick of the mind so that you can snap your fingers and then all of a sudden you're going to feel amazing and have like blazing confidence in all situations. The truth is that nothing I can say will make you confident. Just like nothing I can say will make you all of a sudden be able to bench press 300 pounds. All I can do is try to help show you the way to do it for yourself. And speaking of that, if you want much more in-depth training than I can ever really give in these short videos on YouTube, then just click the link in the description where you can access step-by-step training that will guide you through this entire process. And other than that, I will talk to you in the next video.